Alrighty. So, this is your boy KuroJet here. And week 3 match, we have CBOS versus TMS for this week. These two teams have actually interesting records. Coming into this week, if I'm not mistaken, CBOS is 1-2. Yes, because they had a penalty the last week against Aqua Avengers, causing them to lose. But TMS actually is doing pretty solid too. I believe they are actually 2-1, but we are just about to start. Teams are getting all set up here. Just taking a little bit of more time. We did have Ross 7 take his sweet time getting into the room, but it is what it is. So we do have to get that all set up. But with that being said, first match will be Jazz Junction. So that is going to be a thing. Gonna let Twixer's stream catch up here. And then also put on some music. I still hate New Nightbot, just putting that out there. But but yeah, on mic with me, I do have my boy Ziggy. So we're just gonna
What up?
We're gonna go ahead and get this all commentated. We only got 2 POVs today, so we don't have the 4, but we still gonna make it work. So on the left we do have Sony, and then on the right we do have Twixer, and Twixer's stream is catching up here. So let me go ahead and get this. And try to sync it up as best as I can. I'm pretty sure, actually, I'm just about to go to dinner now. That's crazy. Maybe not. I don't know.
Oh, damn.
Hold on. It's okay. So let me pause this. Alright. So, it isn't CBOS's host. It's actually TMS's host first game, or first round. So, Sony did check the ping and wanted to see exactly what was going on. It was like 130 if I'm not mistaken. But CBOS did go ahead and get that. They did go ahead and get that boost, so that's not too bad. 40% boost on CBOS's side. Twix are actually on Dingo today and not Coco. Mostly, I believe, because Karuto is there. So yeah, that is a thing. But I'm gonna see how exactly it. Wow, that was desync to hell from Ross 7.
Yeah,
that was pretty bad. But yeah, TMS does get on the board here. 312 already. They do have 60% boost. Slime actually opting to play Trophy here and actually did go ahead and get the score, putting 71 on the board, but not really too much.
yeah. Twix are on Dingo as well.
Yeah. Sony coming over to help his team get some score on the board, which actually wasn't a bad idea. That way they can at least keep the differential close. I will say this: CBOS actually has gotten a lot better as a team, despite like the random members coming in and out. So that's actually like something that's super commendable. But TMS here still showing that they are a strong team. They do have the Blues beatdown lead, only needing 16. Sony is going to fall off the stage here. I do believe he probably got a little gravity glitched. Wouldn't be surprised, but Twix are going to take out.
Rosardi going down.
Yeah, Twix are going to take out Rosardi there on the bank. I'm not sure if CBOS is actually going to go for Blues beatdown here. It would be kind of a wasted investment unless they can put in 15 and 12 and like all at once. So I wouldn't even bother going for it at the current moment, especially since TMS
No.
only needs 8. So
Yeah, Sony looked like he's prepping for it.
yeah.
Have the fridge ready and everything.
Yeah, maybe his team is kind of stalling for it, but we do just have the 2 dingoes just dancing on banks at the current moment. They're not really, not really doing anything. So yeah,
How about
TMS,
Blades?
yeah, TMS just gonna go ahead and get that the Blues beat down. Sony gonna pop the fridge in order to take care of it, and he will go ahead and pop it on the enemy bank.
Oh, that's safe from Twixer.
Yeah.
That was a good save for his score to score there. And then
Yeah.
looks like Sony dead.
Sony's gonna go ahead and die to Ra 7. It's like just one of those things. That is actually a good power drain placement. It does reach the banks where it's at, but it's also way out of the way. So, but yeah, they're gonna go ahead and get over 3/4 of their Wumpa needed for this game to end with this 100% boost. So this game actually might be over rather quickly. Sony not really being able to deal with too much of the lag. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and get taken out by KuroJet. 212 ping on Sony's side. They do have a full gray bar, so more than likely Twixer probably just kind of waiting it out. Yeah, there it is. So we're gonna go ahead and get the victory there on TMS's side.
TMS.
Yeah, that is a quite overwhelming victory. So I mean, they only need to score 451. So that's a thing.
Yeah. Granted though, their pain's gonna completely switch.
Yeah.
So now they're gonna feel over 100, 200 ping.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna feel it. But the difference is like TMS is used to it. Considering the fact they play in that like all the time. So
all the time, yeah.
But we'll see exactly how it goes, because I mean that's still it still is a big factor, and Sony has definitely gotten his accolades as a dingo player. So I'm gonna try to sync this up again. I do believe Sony stream is behind just a tad, but if I'm not mistaken, but it's okay. Okay, they are getting dragged into the room now, so they don't need to re-invite everybody, which is great. It's great when the game, decides to work.
So let me ask you, what do you think would be the strategy for TMS?
Honestly, Ra 7 probably just play block. I mean, if he just plays hard blocker, then I think that's actually a pretty solid. I think that's a pretty solid strategy, because we do acknowledge that Ra 7's like his Cortex is pretty
good.
Yeah, it's a really destructive Cortex. So I would not doubt if that was the strategy. Just kind of hold it out and then just hope that his teammates can just push through and kind of get the score that they need. Again, it's only 451, so it's not really too much. That's like what? I mean, just fail the. I mean, Coco just scores what? What is that? No.
5 times.
5 times, yeah. I mean, yeah, just 5 90s would get it, and that's not even including any boosts. So that's yeah, that's kind of scary. That's a really low.
I think they're just over the CBOS, just get release Wumpa and then score right away.
Yeah.
Get the first 90 in. Well, the dingo can't get to the bank that fast. Granted, they have trophy, but
yeah. So I have no clue who this Lara May R person is. I don't know if this is like an alt for a certain player or what, but they're on Tana, and I mean that is
as Twixer said.
I have no clue. Like, I would have to look at TMS's roster again in order to find out. But oh, okay. Twixer switched teams I guess on accident.
Oh yeah.
And went a little AFK maybe. I'm not sure, but I mean, it's not like he's like really. It's not like he's really peaking, considering the fact we already we already played a match, so you're locked into it. So. Also, I just have to put that out here. This Dingo Dial setup is always just so funny to me because it just looks like he has on Tim's. That Sony's,
Wait.
yeah. Like, Dingo Dial just has on Tim's, bro. Like,
Going out the farm.
yeah, that shit is funny. Yeah, so I do think Twixer is AFK at the current moment, but we are going into game 1-2. Target Wumpa for TMS is a 452 in order to win this differential point. So, and I mean that's just a lot, not a lot. But I mean, Slime is on trophy, so actually Slime can definitely help Sony block just a little bit, cover some angles that Dingo Dial definitely can't. But yes, we are just waiting on Twixer to come back and switch sides. All right, there we go. Although Sony can't see all the players. Yeah. Okay, but it starts anyway. Okay, nice.
Hopefully it goes through.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Sony is ahead just a little bit. So I will get that. I will pause that in order to match that up, or try to sync it up as best as I can. But yeah, so game 1-2 here on Jazz Junction. I'm not sure exactly how hard this fight is gonna be. TMS may just try to rush the scoring. They might not even try to do gems. Like 452 is such a low number.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, whoever the Coco is, just go straight to scoring.
Yeah.
Let their teammates keep them busy on gyms. Like, let the Coco do all the scoring.
Alright. So. Alright, I didn't get to see Twixer's ping there. But, yeah, like, literally.
It was like 160.
So Sony going straight to bank here. But he will have to deal with Ra 7. But
That's smart to Sony.
Yes, that was very smart. But his team does get the 70% boost. Yeah, so TMS didn't even bother trying to, like, okay, well, that's a lie. Twixer is now over on C gems. He will take out Rosardi there. He's going to flip the gems and then go back to bank.
Trophy scoring 57.
Yeah, Ra 7's trying to get something
off to 70%.
All right, here we go. So 70. So Twixer does get his 71 in, and then another teammate gets another score in. So they get the 130. So about 1/5 of the way there. Just about. Twixer gonna make his way back to the bank and try to stop him. CBOS does have a 100% boost here, and wow, he's getting like obliterated by like the combination of Tropy and Spiral. But he does actually survive due to the fridge. But
and the plant.
Yeah, Jesus, that was a thing. Okay, so that ping.
The plant was not helping him.
Yeah, that plant was not helping. So yeah, CBOS does have 805 already. So yeah, they're off to a fantastic start here, and they also have only needing 9 now for the Blues beatdown. So Sony being able to block a lot better here. His power drain kind of taking him out, but he's still sticking in there. He does have slime. He does have slime there to help him. He probably will get taken out here. And I don't know what happened to Twixer. Okay, he died to Rosardi. All right, so he does take out Ross 7, which is actually pretty good. But someone else did score on TMS in that meantime, getting to 198. Still a far cry away from the 452 that they need in order to just complete the set. or complete the point rather. Ra 7 will get the 90 in from Cortex though, going to 288, so they're a little over halfway now. He's gonna go over to B gems and flip them for TMS. CBOS needing 3, and they will go ahead and activate the Blues beatdown. So that's actually pretty bad for TMS. So they do. All right. So yeah, Twixer's at 232 ping, so that's a yikes. But yeah, Sony doing a great job blocking and protecting the Blues beatdown. I think he's gonna let A-Gems go probably. I don't think he doesn't want to turn his eyes from the bank, which I mean is fair, but all at the same time, like he could still watch the bank. Because the Blues beatdown is gonna slow the scoring regardless, so you're still gonna have like the 5-second buffer, but I guess he just really didn't trust it considering the fact the number is so low. So, but Tana was also hovering around. Twixer on the other hand is just not having a great time at all. Yeah, it's just like between like Tropy swinging all the time and then Spyro just being Spyro, and also like now Crash here, and the guard. Crash. Yeah, guard does come down.
Guard.
Yeah, Twixer will go ahead and get taken out.
Yeah, 228.
Yeah, 228. Okay, guard comes down for CBOS, or I mean, excuse me, on TMS's side too. Power drain as well, trying to stifle this. They only need that, and they do get another 4. No, they do not. Yes, they do. Okay, so 329, 410. Yes, they only need about. There it is, 460. So yes, TMS will go ahead and win the point, having a better differential, so it doesn't actually matter.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, that was really close.
Like
CBOS probably will go ahead.
CBOS had an 1800.
Yeah, they probably will go ahead and finish up the game. They'll win the game, but they'll lose the point. So that is definitely a thing.
Or was it Sony host?
Is Sony's host?
Yeah. I think it was. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's Sony's host. So, but
it was good effort, but yeah. That drain and guard combo was nasty.
That was pretty nasty, especially
his team wasn't. I think his team came late, so
yeah,
like came late to help him.
So that was pretty rough, but still really good effort. They almost had it. Like Crash Spyro's pretty strong, like as a scoring duo. Like Art Phoenix scored 1242 in like what was that? I feel like that game didn't last no more than like 6 minutes. So, all right. So we we'll be going to the next game. TMS is up 1. So it is CBOS's pick, and it will be their host first. So we will get to see exactly what stage they decide to take them to. I'm actually kind of curious too.
And CBOS is going to start with host. So,
yeah, so
they're gonna pick a map that
so wait, Sony
have
Sony
the
is,
biggest advantage.
Sony is not host actually.
Oh. What's it? Missouri?
Is it Art Phoenix?
I don't know.
I think it's Art Phoenix. He readied up first, but is the map Calamity Canyon? I think Calamity Canyon would be a pretty big that's a pretty big map, like
yeah.
Calamity Canyon on like bad ping is like completely awful. So that is a pretty big advantageous stage to pick, but you have to remember they have to play it on the opposite host too. So I guess they just really have to hope that I guess they win with a big enough differential, but CBOS's team
they're gonna have to rely on Junker Ball.
Yeah. CBOS's team is all readied up here. So he's Sony on Dingo Fridge, Art Phoenix on Guard Crash, Slime on Fridge Trophy and Rosardi on Plant Spyro.
Looks like the same lineup.
And it looks like the same lineup's gonna come out from TMS. So Karuto on Coco Drain, Lara on Tana Guard, Ra7 on Cortex Plant, and Coco Twixer, excuse me, on Dingo Fridge. Ra7 unreadies. I'm not sure if it's just because he's not ready or if he stepped away from his computer or if he's changing something, but alright, he will ready up, and that will go ahead and start this match. So yeah, we are going to Calamity Canyon. That's a pretty big one.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's a rough one actually. That's like super scary. I don't know. I wouldn't.
Yeah, also, but CBOS team has like 2 giant chunker balls. Because Trophy, for some reason, gets a giant chunker ball.
Yeah.
So that's also like a huge advantage for them if they use it right. Looks like no one's gonna CBOS Sony's team.
Sony
Put in middle relics, but they didn't get the chunker ball.
Yeah. So, all right. So Sony going directly to bank and Twixer also going directly to his home bank. So they had a dingo off. But now he's gonna go over to enemy bank now. He's gonna flip C-gems first. Okay, never mind. Ra7 got him. But TMS does get the 30% boost. But nobody has gotten a chance to score. So, all right. So there's the junker ball that we were talking about, and he will go ahead and get interrupted. Ra7 did come over to break that up. B-Gems will go to TMS, so they actually did get they won the boost war, having 70%, and it came in pretty late, so they're gonna have this boost for quite a while. However, yeah, between this plant and the junker ball, it's just like super hard. He is trying to take out Rosardi, and no, Rosardi will go ahead and take him out along with the plant. Yeah, that was pretty rough. But Sony, on the other hand, does die to something. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but he did go ahead and take an L, because he was off the bank. 30% boost out for CBOS now. 70% boost for TMS is over. The power drain coming out, and in such a place, it's kind of annoying because it does reach the bank there, but you can't really do anything about it. And Sony will go ahead and get taken out, so they're gonna go ahead and team score there, getting three bankings. So yeah, I'm definitely assuming that Twixer doesn't have any comms on his TV either. He's pinging. Art Phoenix taking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Art Phoenix taking out the Twixer. So
I think Twixer doesn't use a mic, but you can hear them if they talking.
Yeah.
I don't know if they use comms or not. I would imagine so.
Guard coming out on TMS.
Pretty evenly game though.
Yeah.
Force fields are up.
Unfortunately.
Or like the stations are up.
Yeah. Oh, he does kill Ra7. I don't know how the hell he managed that.
And he got a fridge.
He got
he's living.
Yeah, he got a fridge. So because the guard was keeping him off the
and
bank.
Force field.
But yeah, and the force field. But the fridge will get taken out because of the power drain up top. CBOS does have the lead here, 761. But TMS does have the boost advantage, and they're also working on Oxide. They only need 6, so I mean that's actually pretty important. It does basically kind of take out somebody, one person on the team. Guard does come down on CBOS's bank. Twixer trying to take him out, but yeah, this trophy hiding behind guard and throwing tether is so fucking AIDS. Twixer having to deal with the guard.
Playing the trophy style.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty solid. That's actually pretty solid to do. It really makes it hard to do anything and like approach. Oxide does come out for
Especially in Bang.
TMS. Yeah, especially in Bang.
Yeah, they're fighting for the
And
force field.
yes. All right, so
Oh, yep, deleted.
Yeah. So somebody on CBOS's team didn't go pick up the Oxide to make sure that it didn't go to Bank, but it do be like that. Twix are gonna go to his side and score. Oh, oh, oh! Oh, that was me.
Oh, damn.
So you can backpull through the force field, and he backpulled Sony through it and made him bounce off of it, and he bounced back too far, so he couldn't do anything. Holy shit, that was actually pretty fucking good. But while Twixer isn't on Bank, CBOS has been scoring, and I mean that's kind of scary because they do have a crash on the team, because they score so much. Oh, that was a disjointed. What you call it? Yeah, they have the 2 fastest scorers in the game on their team, so you can't really just leave the Bank unattended like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the difference is not too. I mean, it's 1,000 off. Yeah, that might be game.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah,
I don't
you
like
can't
see anyone near the Bank.
Yeah, because there it is. Because I mean, Crash just scores to. Crash has 140. Like,
yeah,
he has 140 Wumpa capacity,
and if he's boosted,
and if he's boosted, like that's just a giant chunk. So it's just like really, really hard. But all right, so 1103 is the number that that CBOS needs to reach there in order to get the point. So. So we are switching hosts. Not sure who is gonna get the host here. Okay, it is Twixer. And Twixer just trying to drag in. But yeah, no, that back pull into the force field was sick. That was a pretty good one. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. I didn't know that vac pull could pull through the force field, but I mean, I guess it doesn't make sense. It does make sense if it's an ally force field, like you still can pass through it and stuff. So. All right, so we are getting back into this. This will be TMS's host here. Again, the target number for CBOS is 1103. So.
I'm gonna assume this is gonna be much in favor of TMS here.
We'll see.
Despite with like Twixer not being on Bing as much, they also scored a lot with everyone there. So.
Alrighty. I think Twixer stream is ahead just a little bit, yeah. That's all good. I'm not gonna try to resync that. It's only about a second off, but
yeah.
Sony did have high ping there. Was definitely orange. Slime definitely cooking with this trophy. They're definitely moving, playing booster trophy at the current moment, and getting between B and C gems pretty effectively. TMS does get a 30% boost, so they did win A gems without much of a hassle. 40% boost for B gems will go to CBOS here. So Tana is on bank, and she will go ahead and get the score off. I think that was 165, so she will go ahead and get that. Twixter kind of dancing on bank, nothing really happening over on his side. Alright, Phoenix is coming up and moving like a cartoon character. He will go ahead and get the score off though. It is like super interesting to have two different Dingo POVs.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
You don't normally Tixer plays Coco, but I guess they needed a blocker for their lineup.
Yeah, they needed a blocker for the lineup, and KuroJet was there playing Coco instead. So Twixer definitely a team player. Will play different characters for his team's needs, necessary needs. This power drain kind of really affecting the effectiveness of the blocking at the current moment. Yeah, KuroJet gonna go ahead and score. After Slime had to go up and deal with the power drain, so TMS does have a 60% boost, and they only need about 13 more relics to Oxide, so that's super important. Alright, Sony will go ahead and get taken out there, so 5 needed for Oxide's UFO on TMS's side, but they opted to get the force field instead. That back pull was pretty good. Alright, Oxide does come out for TMS. 60% boost is over though, so that's a little unfortunate, but I do believe it's on Rosardi. Yes, it does look like it's on Rosardi, which is a pretty good character in order to try to keep it busy. Sony does fall off there. I believe he got gravity glitch. 220 ping. And I do believe Rosardi just died, and now, oh, that's really, really bad.
Yeah.
Power drain and Oxide, so yeah, that's a lot of scoring coming on for TMS. So yes, TMS gonna go ahead and take the advantage, and yeah, we'll get taken out by the Tana. Yeah, Oxide being on your blocker, I mean, it's not even just Dingo Dial, but just on your blocker is that's a pretty scary. So yeah, they did go ahead and get the score there. So TMS on a good pace. 40% boost is over. They on a good pace here in order to actually win, and that's a guard that will go ahead and knock Sony off the map.
Oh,
that's unfortunate.
That's rough.
However,
how that went.
There is a guard. There is a CBOS guard on that bank now. So that guard did get taken out, and this power drain is here. They're gonna activate the Junker Ball. Here. I mean, this looks really, really scary. Like they're at like a huge deficit. It feels like it, but remember that CBOS only needs to get to 11-03 in order to win. So it's actually like a lot closer.
And this map, you can stall a long time.
Yeah.
This map can go on for 20-30 minutes if I wanted it to be.
Yeah, if like both teams are like, you know, expertly doing what they're supposed to. 7 needed for Oxide's UFO. Actually 5 now on TMS's side. All right, so the Oxide's UFO will come out again, and it's going directly to Sony. That is super unfortunate. He's gonna get shredded for that. And they're gonna score big here. They have 60% boost. And it's clearing out all the blockers on the bank because it was just too close. So there's just no way that it could fight it. And now it's still on Sony along with this power drain. And yeah, Sony's gonna get taken out before he can even step foot on the bank here. TMS scoring quite a bit, widening the gap. Tooks are going to go ahead and activate the force
Yeah, this is
field.
a good advantage.
Yeah, this is a pretty good advantage. I mean, the Cortex is here now, the plant's here, the Oxide's over, but... Alright, so they're going to... Ross 7's going to go ahead and activate the force field and just shoot from behind the force field wall, because what is Dingo going to do about it? And it's kind of yikes. And ain't really nothing you can do about it. Twixer does come in, just spinning Blade top and just tell him to get off the bank, trying to go ahead and win this. They do have quite the big boost, 70%, but Twixer is going to go back to the enemy bank and not let the enemy team score anymore because, I mean, yeah, again, they only need 1103, and Crash is Crash, and Spyro is also Spyro, so... Junker Ball does come out for CBOS here on enemy side, but this guard is kind of making short work of it, and Sony having to deal with the power drain once again. And Natana will go ahead and take him out. Yeah, Sony not being able to really do too much here. Just kind of getting taken out multiple times, either due to Oxide UFO or just a collaborated team effort. Force field does come out for CBOS on enemy bank, and actually, yeah, force field comes out on the other side as well for TMS. So TMS is working on Oxide though, needing only 20, and that worked out really well for them the last time, especially considering the fact that like Sony got decimated after Rosardi died. It went directly to him, and that's like super scary. Definitely don't want that to happen to your blocker. It distracts him too much, and it also it can just also just kill you.
They need to call out like, hey, they're about to get it, and then the Spyro will go over there towards the middle, getting ready to catch it. Otherwise, that's gonna happen, and TMS is gonna keep scoring like that and eventually win.
So Karuto with this power drain is just going in. His power drain placements are really, really good, and he's definitely getting them quite a bit. But I'm not exactly sure on what he's getting them from. It has to be from the relic stations that he's activating. But I haven't really seen too many TMS Junker Balls, so that's why I'm confused. I mean, it could be from the Oxide.
It might be or gems.
Yeah, it could be the gems, but I haven't really seen a boost. And Oxide UFO actually, CBOS is challenging in this time, needing 15, but TMS only needs 5, so.
Yeah, they're trying to score, but it looks like the dump was misplaced.
Alright, yeah, the dump.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, the dump was misplaced, and Oxide's UFO will come out for TMS. And they do have a 40% boost here. There's a guard on bank, or TMS's bank. Sony is using it. Oxide's UFO coming in, but Sony unfortunately not being able to backpull somebody and take them out. Twixer trying to take out Art Phoenix, but if he would have just held... Okay, Art Phoenix does fall off. Yeah, if he would have just held Vacuum, he definitely would have just gotten it. But that was not the case. So, 1607 here. Yeah, 1607 here for TMS. It does look like they're about to win this. 100% boost. Twixer trying to get the force field, but just no luck with Sony just there, just trading hit with his super spin. And this is a garbage dump, so Cola will go ahead and get taken out. There's a there's a fridge there in order to tank the garbage dump. Sony back on the bank here. This power drain placement is just diabolically evil.
Yeah, like he can't get up. Like he keeps putting it up there, he can't reach it. So Trophy is the one that has to deal with it.
Yeah, it's like it's really annoying.
And Trophy doesn't do a lot of damage for it.
Yeah, like it's like the range is big enough to reach the bank from that spot, but since it's not at the top, the closest tower, it's really hard for you to get rid of it without committing. So that's a pretty solid placement. I've placed it there myself a couple times, but
yeah,
it's yeah.
CBOS is getting outside.
Yeah,
now.
I do
Looks
see.
like they're challenging it.
Yeah, I do see that they only need 12. TMS only needs 14. But they also only need 400 more to win the game. So, yes, Sony actually taking out the Tana there, and they do get the Oxide. Somebody does get shredded, and that Oxide is now on Ross 7. All right, that's actually kind of scary. And yes, Twixer. Oof. Okay, yeah, Twixer having to escape there. Fridge does get taken out by the Oxide. It being on Twixer is definitely a yikes. Rosardi trying to make sure that he can get Twixer dead, yeah, by harassing him. And yes, the Oxide will go ahead and take him out.
Oh man, that's rough.
Yeah.
Like no one could have. Yeah. No one didn't.
Nobody
attempt
picked
to
it
took
up. Tana just gonna sit there and watch Sony deposit the relics there. That's definitely not something you want to do here. CBOS getting up to 1,000 now in their score. 30% boost for CBOS is over. 40% boost still out for TMS, and they are definitely fighting it out here. All right, Ross 7 gonna go ahead and take whoever that was out. Twixer just gonna go ahead and just chill out for a second. He's just gonna be a chill guy.
That's what they call it now.
He's just gonna be a chill guy. They do have full gray TMS with a 70% boost. Force field does come out. Yeah, force field does come out for the team to help Twixer while his team kind of makes a strike. Ross 7 kind of taunting his teammate there. They kind of just chilling out. I feel like Ross 7 could probably help his team push a little bit, especially because it's a Dingo. 2 bad matchups for Dingo on one bank, even if the trophy is there, is still pretty scary. So, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, Ross 7 kind of just camping bank with Twixer here, and I'm not really sure, especially since CBOS is also working on Oxide and only needing 10 more, and the Oxide definitely did wreck them the last time, which is that's definitely scary, because the Oxide went over to the blocker and just kind of eviscerated him because he couldn't really stand still. TMS asking for the deposit on the Oxide, but I think it honestly is too little too late on that. Sony trying to fight the Tana here. And yes, all right, so Tana will get taken out, and CBOS will get the Why did Ross 7 lead the fucking UFO over to Twixer?
Yeah,
that was not smart.
Play.
Yeah, now he has no HP and no fridge, so CBOS gonna go ahead and score there, and they get the force field. Twixer trying to, oh my god, he almost yanked Art Phoenix into the fucking void. So yeah, this, alright, so yeah, they have scored quite a bit here from this one Oxide, and that 30% boost, so taking it to 1450. Meanwhile, yeah, 40% boost coming out again. Meanwhile, TMS has not been able to score. Getting shredded here. Okay, so CBOS brought this all the way back. 1797 now. Oh, this is super scary. The guard does go ahead and take out. Will go ahead and take out Sony. So this is scary.
Doesn't see CBOS point, right?
Yeah, they have to win the game because they. Well, yeah, no, CBOS just wins because they got over the score. So.
Yeah.
But the comeback.
That.
Yeah, this comeback is super. What you call it? Like. And CBOS has
1-1 now.
Yeah, 70% boost on him. I actually think like. Oh my god. Okay, so Rosardi and Art Phoenix just coming over and just scoring together in tandem, even with the Cortexes, is making this not great. And this is on TMS's host, right? Yeah, okay, they're just pushing the score now, and yeah, this garbage jump. Oh no, okay, that was TMS's no, that was CBOS's garbage jump. Wow. I think that's it. That CBOS will take it. They won both games. Damn. Well, damn. All right.
Yeah.
That was quite the comeback there. I mean, at that point, it really didn't matter since they got over the 1100, or the 1103. But winning both games, even off host, is fucking crazy. All right, so we're going into game 3. It will be
game 3.
It will be TMS's host. Just waiting on the stage pick here. That's
no
wild.
TMS gotta think like they're gonna strategically plan this to see how things can turn out. They don't want that to happen again.
Yeah, they really don't. Because I was not expecting that.
Especially on their host. So
I really want to say it was them losing Oxide, and even if they lost Oxide, like Ross 7 bringing it over to Twixer.
Yeah, well, Twixer got it twice because the one previously latched onto him and he died. Keeping him off the bank while they are scoring and keeping up.
Yeah,
that's what ultimately happened. Good on CBOS though to realize that Oxide is what really keeping them from Ebe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was host disconnecting? Are they?
They might be switching hosts.
They might be switching hosts. Yeah. Slime.
Yeah.
Okay, so Slime has host.
Well, it should be TMS host first.
It should be TMS. I mean, it doesn't matter going into game 5. I guess if they wanted them to do it first, then sure. The only reason why I do it like that is just because it just saves them. It saves time of having to switch hosts, so just keep it. So what stage are we going to? That's the better question. Yeah, that's what I'm. That's what I'm. What you call it?
Yeah. Be a little tricky here. Also wonder if they're gonna switch any characters or powers.
Yeah, true. They didn't. They went with the same. They went with the same lineup and yeah.
Yeah.
So Sony on host disconnected, but he is in the room here, so I think he's just AFK. But I am actually like so very interested by what stage we're gonna go, which stage pick we're gonna go to here.
Any stage besides Scrape and Gardens, and they had to agree, both teams, to play on those maps.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, they also well, Twixter's team couldn't pick Jazz Junction because they won on it, so. But they can literally pick anything else, but they can't. Alright, so.
Seems like it's taking a little bit.
Yeah. But, I mean, TMS
I think Sony just AFK.
Yeah, Sony's probably AFK, but that's okay. We're just, you know, TMS kind of catching their breath here. I mean,
I have more time to talk about the map they want and what to do on the map.
Yeah, that's not a terrible thing either, you know. Take some of the momentum that they just lost out of that game. Alright, Sony does look like he is back here, so. So Sony is host right now.
Yeah, they're gonna let that go through, or I mean, like they're gonna let CBOS start.
Yeah, I don't know, because Sony wasn't host before, so. But maybe CBOS is thinking about like what host. I mean, it is a pretty big decision too, so.
Yeah.
Because they need to make the differential low enough so they can actually just win the set. I still have no clue who this Laura May R person is. Like, I literally have to figure this out. I've never seen. I mean, it's rare that you see a Tana nowadays. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I wonder if it's an ult or not. Is there a low level for the returning player? I don't know. Could be anyone. Unless they come out play and say it, or Twixer say it.
yeah. They have to be on the roster, so I think it's just somebody that changed like their PSN and just hasn't played. In my opinion.
Oh yeah.
All right, so Sony actually is gonna go ahead and be the host here, and he's gonna go ahead and try to drag the room into the private match, and that will go ahead and happen. But what stage was selected? That's the more important part. What stage was selected?
Yeah, we'll take some time.
Yeah.
Wonder
I think
if they're gonna pull out the same lineup.
Ross 7's AFK, it looks like, but I don't really think the lineup was the issue, honestly. Like, I think like the lineup was fine, but just Ross 7 bringing Oxide over to Twixer was just kind of yeah, that was yikes.
Yeah, misplay. And then they're losing momentum after losing the Oxide the first time.
Yeah, I mean,
and then I kept losing it.
They lost it twice. Like, they lost that twice. So
yeah,
that's like super scary. But like, Ross 7
both
brought
times went to Twixer.
Yeah, he brought it over to Twixer 2 times, and I was like sitting there questioning it, like, hey man, I don't think that was like really correct, but so is the stage waist deep? Okay, it does look like the stage
might be.
It does look like the stage will be waist deep.
It shouldn't be that hard, I feel like.
So stage will be waist deep, and it will be on CBOS's host first. Sony sticking with the Fridge Dingo here. Art Phoenix locking in on Crash Guard. Slime has switched to Cortex. Drain Cortex. I'm not sure Not sure how versed Slime is in Cortex. Have never seen Slime's Cortex, but yes, they will go ahead and start up. Rosardi's still on Spyro, believe Plant. So did not get to see TMS's side. So, but
I think they didn't switch.
Okay. Three times crates hold 3 times as many Wumpa. Math. Thank you. Thank you for that. That should be a scorer perk too. I feel like scorers should just be able to, scorers should like see 5 times crates or something like that. Alright. Alright, Sony going down and interrupting immediately. Sony having to deal with multiple people in the bank. His team does have the smog surge on the other side though. That's pretty important. And they're gonna go ahead and score. They do win both the gym sets, having 80% boost on CBOS. So that's actually super important. This Tana is actually pretty impressive. And yes, alright, Sony will go ahead and get taken out, and they will score. Yep, they will triple score there. Both the Dingoes getting taken out, both POVs getting taken out there. That is something that is super, super important about this stage, though. The banks are literally right behind, like spawn are right behind banks. So when you die, you get back to the bank really, really fast. CBOS does have the score advantage here, 831 to 264. Sony just not having a good time with this Tana. This Tana is just kind of eating him for breakfast here, even with the fridge. So it's he's losing a lot of his HP really, really fast. Did not get to stop Karuto before he put in the relics for the Shrink Ray. So Shrink Ray only needed 10 on TMS's side, and maybe that'll make a difference in like their scoring. Well, what am I saying? It definitely will make a difference because I mean it's just like it's so much easier to score when you can just knock everybody away. All right, so they are blocking it. Ross 7 putting down a plant to try to help deal with the Dingo Dial, and that is a lot of damage. Yes, so Shrink Ray will go ahead and give Sony his HP back.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure that fridge was out after the fact. Or I was out before the Shrink Ray, so it still got shrunk, which was interesting. Guard does not get shrunk, but everything else does. Interesting. Each team having a 40% boost, and this power drink. Okay, this is super yikes because for whatever reason, Cortex and Plant, and Cortex and Plant can still do knockback when you're small. So, I don't know what design choice that was. However, Art Phoenix dealing with Twixer's Dingo, and we'll go ahead and score there. So
boost is gone.
Yeah, the boost is gone. CBOS having the 1293, so they do have the lead. TMS did bring it back a little bit, 616 now. Guard coming out from Crash, and the Crash will go ahead and score. So yes, they will both score.
Smog Surge.
And Sony's gonna die to the Tana. Probably a combination of Smog Surge and just Tana damage, so.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Twixer getting gravity glitch there, not being able to deal with the Crash, so We'll just go ahead and lose that. CBOS having another 40% boost. Rosardi going ahead and jumping into the action to try to melt down Dingo Dial. Definitely getting it. Crash does go ahead and score. Not too much, but he does get to score. Sony having to deal with a guard, and yes, the guard will go ahead and get taken out, and then has to deal with the plant and the Cortex. And okay, so Slime is there to his rescue in order to try to curtail that a little bit. CBOS does have full gray bar here, 1729, 1897 now, and Shrink Ray does come out for TMS here. So all right. TMS trying to get just a little bit more time on the board by getting as much score as they can in all at once. But Sony not having any of it, getting the Smog Surge and then turning into a living Beyblade. So, however, it does look like, oh my, why does that send you so high? What the Tana's uppercut when you're small sends you high enough to reach the ring above the banks. Are you kidding me? Shrink Ray is over.
Yeah, that's unfair.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, the same thing happens with like Tana uppercut, like in Metal Fairy too. It sends you high. It sends you high as hell. Oh my god. Yo, we got combos? Yo, we've just been seeing dingo combos today. Off the wall, dude. Damn, off the spawn. That's ridiculous. Wow, we get dingo combos today. All right, so Sony waiting on the bank patiently for his team to wrap this up. They do have the full gray, but it just does not look like they've been able to push it in. But Twixter does go out, does get taken out, but nobody on the bank now. Sony gonna go activate the Smog Surge. Twixter is back on the bank here. He does have Ross 7 helping him out, and yeah, Sony gonna jump on the bank just to, yeah, there we go. He's gonna jump on the bank just to help his team go ahead and score that last little bit. So the number here is 768 for TMS. So if CBOS gets 768, then they will go ahead and win this set. They did bring it back a little bit because they were definitely down in score, but this is the final game of this set. So let's see who on TMS is going to host here. All right, so okay. Whoa, wait, hold on. It should be TMS host.
Yeah, it 100% used to be.
Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, everybody jumped. Okay, they just invited everybody before jumping into the private match. I've never had any luck getting in like that, but it is what it is. All right, so Twixter trying to drag the.
So it is Twixter host.
Yeah, it's Twixter host, but somebody just DC'd from the room.
Yep.
Okay, I think he just passed it to Karuto, so I think it's Karuto's host now. Which is, I mean, that's pretty fair. It's a Coco host, so. Alright, so the room is getting set back up here. Final game of
looks
this
like
set.
everyone's in. Remind me, what's the score?
768. And CBOS gets 768, then they will go ahead and win the set.
Right, and Twixer TMS can do that before. Or get to 2000 before, then
yeah,
they win the set.
Then they will win the set, yes. Alright, so TMS is already here. We are just waiting on CBOS. It really shouldn't be anything to think about. It's, you have to play the same characters in the same setup, so yeah, just waiting for people to be ready. And we are going on and starting. Alright, here we go. Twixer jumping right on enemy bank. I wouldn't be surprised if CBOS just kind of bum rushed in order to try to get this 68 in really quickly. But however, there is a smog surge out for TMS already, and Sony's gonna go ahead and get taken out because of that smog surge. And the Cortex.
That's rough.
We definitely just not gonna ignore the Cortex. Rosardi almost dead. Yeah, we're not gonna just ignore like the Cortex didn't do anything. The Cortex definitely did something. But they are getting like kind of slaughtered here. Yeah, like Sony getting kind of displaced by like Tana hitboxes. Shrink Ray is available. But CBOS has put Wumpa on the boards, 282, so they are making the attempt and getting it. However, TMS is actually scoring a lot faster than I thought, and that is a dead dingo dial. Twixer, on the other hand, kind of on the bank dealing with a plant. He does have a fridge. There's a power drain now, so he's just not going to have a fridge anymore. And yeah, there we go. Okay, we're going to poly and then just get the score off. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Twixer trying to curtail like everybody here, but just not being able to do so. Not without Raw 7's help. Twixer dropping a fridge, but not being able to get healed by it fast enough, and does get taken out. 372 on CBOS' side. They just okay. 586. They're getting really close. Twixer did die there. That's another. Wait, is that another score? No, never mind. Okay. They only need 4 for Shrink Ray on TMS's side, which could also just be a huge boon. They do get the Shrink Ray. This is really bad for CBOS. This is like this is rough, and they get a 40% boost on TMS's side. Oh wow, the body slam from Art Phoenix, but he just can't deal with the Cortex 2. Yeah, this is does look like TMS is gonna get the B gems too, so they're gonna have an 80% boost on this Shrink Ray. But the Blob Bomber for CBOS will help them try and score just a little bit here. Sony not on bank. I'm not sure exactly what he's looking for here. I think he's trying to score. Okay. Yeah, he's trying to score for his team, but TMS scoring for free with this 80% boost. I don't think this was the time for him to go do this. I think that was just a really, really bad option here. Yeah, I think that was a bad time to do that. Like, during the 80% boost, if they didn't have the 80% boost, I would agree with what he's doing. Yeah, there it is. Wow. Unfortunately, CBOS was not able to get to their threshold in order to get the point. So TMS will take it. They will take it 2-1. Yeah, that was really, really fast. But yeah, I just don't think that Sony should have left bank while they had the 80% boost. If you would have waited till at least the boost was over, definitely would have did it. But yeah, that's just how it is. But either way, that will be the set.
People gotta keep in mind in that.
Yeah. So that will be the set. TMS will take it 2-1. GG's to both teams. But other than that, that is it for week 3. So I will catch you guys all on the next one. I'm gonna go and get me some fucking food now. So, all right, peeps. Catch y'all later. Peace out.
Later.
Wanna make this party you don't wanna skip. Gonna be a show to remember.